Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you? You can come up, Astra. This is the 222 tuning fork. Feels so good. It's like sweet music, just sweet water. There's a clear tone to it. It's just so wonderful. It just feels good. It doesn't rattle, at least not for me. I haven't used it on anybody else yet, but this tuning fork is brand new for me. I just got it. And it has this clear, like crystalline water sound to it, and I love it. I haven't even done the research to find out what this particular fork is supposed to be for or how it's used, but I will tell you that I have played with it constantly since I got it. I'm soaking up the yumminess. My name is Red. This is Daily Devotions with Red Moon Eagle. It is Wednesday, January 3rd, 2024. Woohoo! We are in the tide of destruction, winter solstice to spring equinox. I would love it if you hit subscribe and the little bell icon. I go live Monday through Friday, most days. I do try to post the time a little bit in advance so you have an idea of when I'm going to go live, so your phone can give you a little notification. So if you are watching YouTube on your phone, definitely go to your settings and hit accept notifications so that you can get notifications when I go live. I sometimes rattle a little bit before I get started to give everybody a chance to come live. I will say that if you're on a laptop, you may have to hit refresh a couple times, because I have noticed that on my own laptop, which I have off to my right just to make sure that I have sound, that you can hear me. Okay, so we're going to start off with spirit animal card, the wolf. The wolf, guardian of family and tribe, activism and ritual. The wolf's mission is to uphold the well-being of longevity of the pack. Healthy wolf energy expresses itself through activism, mentorship, humanitarian efforts, or teaching. The wolf gets into trouble when it assumes every member of the tribe must follow suit. This includes children walking in their parents' footsteps. Although it will surely be uncomfortable at first, practicing tolerance helps balance out agitated wolf energy. Contemplate the following: embrace all, exclude none. When in balance, reliable, democratic, and fearless. When out of balance, judgmental, dominating. To bring into balance, practicing letting go. I have things to say about wolf today. Woohoo! We are doing a self-care card today. Connect with the earth. The mantra for today is, I am one with the earth. Immerse yourself in Mother Nature's medicine by walking in the grass, feeling her raindrops, touching the snow, swimming in her waters, sniffing her flowers. Spending time outdoors is wonderful for your body, mind, and spirit. The journal prompt: what local nature spot have you meant to go to but have not yet made the time to visit? What has been holding you back? That's a good journal prompt. So where have you wanted to go outside and you haven't? And what has been holding you back? It's a wonderful journal prompt. I actually really like this card. It's kind of pretty. Okay, and then our mystical oracle. Number 53, the sun. The essence. The sun is acknowledged by many cultures as the foremost masculine force. In other traditions, it is seen as a feminine in her full power. Either way, it is the most brilliant light for all beings and allows life to sprout from the dark feminine earth. It can be gentle and warming, close to sunrise or sunset, fall or winter, or it can be destructive, as in the zenith during the scorching summer. Have you been hibernating? Have you been introspective? It is time to come out of your cave and savor the life-giving light of our star. The sun rekindles our passion and our creative energy. Life is calling you to shine your light and to add your lightness and humor to the seriousness around you. Get out and play. The medicine of this card. Have you ever been shining your light for far too long? Remember that daylight is only half of the day. Night must have her equal time, and she offers us her gifts as well. Be careful not to be blinded by your light or the light of others. Do not become enamored with yourself or worship others. Beware of your shadow. Reveal in your midday glory, but do not be afraid of the waning of the light at dusk. Powerful card here. Woo! Okay. So what do these cards tell us today? Well, the wolf card and the sun card are the two that I'm like, whoa, today. You know, connecting into the earth, I think that goes back to the tuning fork for today, right? Like the sweet song of vibrational sound is just so amazing and healing and nourishing. You know, I went for several years. I don't listen to a lot of music. I do listen to music, but there was a time in my life where music was very much present, and I'm slowly getting back to enjoying music, but music for a while became very discordant and very energetically disharmonious. And music in general, there are songs that are still very harmonious, but there is a noise quality when it just goes and I'm not able to enjoy it and listen to it. I learned somewhere along the way, for me, that music is an amazing release and a harmonious experience when I am able to enjoy it, when I'm able to give it focus. And if I don't have the ability to focus on it and I don't have the ability to enjoy it, then it's just noise and it's just energy that creates agitation for me. And why do I say that with Earth? Because Earth has a song, she has a vibration, she has a harmony. And when you are in harmony with the Earth, you can kind of hear that. You hear her breathe a little bit. You can hear the seasons. And wolf energy is about the family, the tribe, and not getting lost in the idea of corralling people in a direction you want them to go. There is a flow and a breath that comes with culture, with humanity, with people in community. And too often there is this idea that society and community, especially right now, we're in an election year, and the craziness and the toxicity is going. It started last year, and it is just going to ramp up. And wolf energy is a reminder that we need each other. And it is a reminder that we have to be involved. If we don't want our community and our culture and our world to descend into abject chaos, which technically by the timeline of all the wars we've had in history, we're overdue for a really big war. And one was already started. But we don't have to participate. We don't have to allow that to continue to happen. We can change the situation. But to change the situation, all of us have to be involved. All of us. The children have to tell their parents, and the parents have to tell each other, and we have to come together in harmonious community. And those of us that do a lot of energy work at a large scale rather than just small scale, we're all feeling it. We're all feeling the need that we all have to be involved. And Wolf card reminds us of that. Now, where does the Sun card come into this, right? Well, the Sun card says the invitation, have you been hibernating? Have you been introspective? And there's 100% a place where you need to revitalize yourself. If you give too much of yourself to your community and to everyone else around you, and you do not revitalize yourself with sun energy, you burn out, right? Or it gets too much. So in the medicine, have you been shining too long? Remember that daylight is only half of the day. You have to find balance in your ability to share and communicate. And I had an experience back in December that I've been quite introspective about, and I'm sharing it today. And that is that I had a beautiful week. I was very, very busy, but something changed in my schedule where I wasn't able to rest prior to an identification event with Body of 9. And I had woken up that morning with a headache, and I had woken up in the morning on that day of the identification, and I knew at my heart of hearts that I really needed to just stay home. But I did. I felt obligated. I felt obligated to my team. I felt obligated to my community that I really needed to go. And the outcome of that was not optimum. It wasn't bad. It wasn't terrible. The identification event wasn't terrible. I think everybody that went had an okay time. But I was not completely put together myself in a way that I could help my team hold together. I couldn't hold my place in the team, okay? And not being able to hold my place in the team means that I pushed too far. And then I went out with my team for lunch, and I needed to do that. We needed a post conversation, which was very productive. And I came home and I slept for 4 hours in the middle of the day. Like, I was tanked. I had nothing left to give. And I had to spend the next day, the full next day, in complete recovery. And not that that's a bad thing. I mean, I try really hard to make sure that I connect into earth and that I do the things that I need to do to recover. And I love spending time with my friends. And I reach out quite frequently and say, hey, would you like to do tea? And let's plan something. And the reason I do that isn't because I don't like to be spontaneous. Oh, I love to be spontaneous. But I can't always be spontaneous because I have to plan the energy usage and my time of introspection and the time that I pull from sun and that I'm out in the world and that I'm allowing myself to shine. And if I spent all of my time out shining, it's like this card. Have you been shining for too long? The other thing that I really like that the sun card puts up is the do not become enamored with yourself or worship others. Beware of your shadow. We all have a shadow. There was a conversation that came up yesterday, and it was with somebody that I really love. I just really adore this human being, and she is really struggling with shadow right now. And there's a lot of people struggling with shadow right now. You take the holiday season, you take darkness, lots of darkness in winter, and a lot of people are affected by that. You take this political climate, which is awful. People are just nasty to each other for no reason. They have a lot of self-hero worship. And she is walking through a shadow right now, and she's really depressed. That's okay. You can be depressed. As a matter of fact, I don't think I've met anybody who's never been depressed. Even I, who for a long time, I used to say, I never get depressed. I just get situationally depressed. And it was me trying to explain my autism. But I did and have gotten depressed before. But for me, it's and everybody's depression is a little different, right? Like, some people are situationally depressed. Some people are depressed through anxiety. Some people, I went through an awful thing with toxic mold, and it was just hormones and toxic mold and just this icky feeling. Depression's real. And I'm pretty sure we've all suffered from it in one time or another. And it is important to understand that we all have a shadow. We all have those weird thoughts that you're like, oh my God, I must be a terrible person to have that thought. No, you're not. You're experiencing the range of human emotion that you came here to experience. Remember, we all chose to be here. None of us are here because we have to be here. We choose to be here. We choose to have these vast experiences with these huge range of rage, anger, viciousness, spite, to love, joy, bliss. We have the whole range available to us, and we chose this. And I think it's a time that we can hold each other up. If somebody is having shadow time, support their shadow. Support them and say that it's okay. Get them help. I have some phone calls to make for my friend today, and I'm seeking help for them. And there is a place for shadow work in your light work. I have great days. Like I woke up today and I was like, oh, I have a huge day today. It's just full. And I had a moment as I was doing my breath work, as I was doing my stretches, I was like, good morning. So I was having a moment and I thought, oh, I have such a full day. How am I going to squeeze it all in? And then I thought, you know what? I have my new tuning fork today. I'm going to use that. And I did. I had it right there by my bed. And I did my tuning fork for a few minutes. And I was just sitting there basking in this beautiful crystalline sound. And I thought, yep, it's going to be a good day. Well, if you have a quick question, Muskin, you can ask one quick question. I don't do full readings over Daily Devotional. Or if you want a full session, you can go to elementalhealingmt.com and you can sign up for a session. Anyway, so today's cards, Wolf, Sun, and Connect to the Earth. And the self-care journal entry today is, what local nature spot have you meant to go to but have not yet made the time to visit? What has been holding you back? Yes, your ex will contact you. I don't think it's a good idea, though. That's not a very good, healthy environment. But I send you lots of love. Okay, so one more tune. And I hope you all have a beautiful day. Blessed be, and I will see you tomorrow in prayer. Blessed be.